Just some utterly awesome fixtures throughout round 4, and also, can I just say, great to see the Saints absolutely smashing it. Well, here on the Aussie Rules Show, it's not all just about the AFL, it's about Aussie rules across Europe and across the world. And this week I was very lucky to sit down with a member of AFL Scotland in David Baldie. David, welcome to the Aussie Rules Show here on BT Sport.
Oh, thanks for having me, Ollie. It's a delight to be on. Big fan of the show.
Mate, let's address the elephant in the room here. How the hell does a Scotsman fall into the world of the Aussie rules? I'm curious.
I mean, it's been around in this country for coming on 20 years now. I was generally aware that there was Aussie rules played in Scotland, but I didn't know much more than that, so I just quickly Googled it. Found my local team at that time, which was the Glasgow Sharks, went along and never looked back. I think that's how a lot of people fall into it. They go to Australia, fall in love with the game or the culture or whatever, and come back. And of course, people get to see it on TV now, and that's piquing a lot of interest.
And what was it that grabbed you?
Fortunately, I went in the wettest November in 25 years.
Beautiful, yeah. Beautiful.
To Melbourne. So I was planning on going down the Great Ocean Road. I had all these great plans and ideas, and they were swiftly fell by the wayside. I've got family in Footscray who are big Doggies fans, who turned me on to the game. We had a little game down in the park. No idea what was going on, but it just seemed like a lot of fun. It seemed like everybody could join in. The mums were joining in. The brothers, sisters, cousins, everybody was joining in the game, and you're just like, this is a sport for everyone.
That's fabulous, and it makes me really proud to not just be Australian, but be in the world of the Aussie rules, because that is exactly how we like to view it. It is incredibly inclusive, which is fantastic. So if you cast your mind back to 2013, I believe it was, that you said that you sort of started getting involved in Scotland. Fast forward to 2022, how has the sport developed? The culture what changes have you noticed in Scotland? Yeah,
the growth of the game has just been so quick and so fast, particularly from the women's game. The women have done tremendously well. They've grown it by themselves. It's been for women, by women, and it's something that it's been incredibly proud to see. At the heart of what we're doing in Scotland is guys come to the sport for the first time. Of course, you've got Aussies coming along, love playing with them because they help grow the game. It's just getting people along who perhaps never played a team sport in their life. We've got a really competitive league. In 2019, obviously, just after that COVID hit, so we had to drop things for a little while, and that hit really hard. But we came back last year with a reduced league for both the men's and the women's. And this year we're all set. We've got a really big year this year. We've got a full league for the first time since COVID. 6 men's teams, 4 women's teams. We've got the Euro Cup coming along. All eyes are on Scotland this year, and rightly so.
Tell me all about your club. Is it the Clansmen?
So the Clansmen are the Scottish national men's team. So I'm team manager of that. Been involved in the Clansmen for 5-6 years now. Even just as team manager, it really gets your heart aflutter representing your country.
Here on the Aussie Rules Show, we love a cliche more than anything in the world. The Haggis Cup. There's no better name in world Aussie rules right now than the Haggis Cup.
That's going to go in the next poster then, Ollie. That tagline. No better name.
No better name. It doesn't exist. It's not possible.
Yeah, absolutely. The Haggis has been around for a while now. We get clubs coming up from everywhere wanting to join in that. It's a pre-season tournament. It is an amazing laugh. We have a sponsor pub. What happens at the after party stays at the after party.
Lips are sealed.
But yeah, it's a great tournament, a great laugh. We change between Edinburgh and Glasgow every year. So you've always got an opportunity to see something new and see the sights.
Now, we speak of great cups, and we touched on earlier the Euro Cup a couple of weeks ago. We spoke to AFL Poland, and it's a theme that we want to continue throughout the Aussie Rules Show and touch base with the countries taking part, but it is going to be unbelievable. Can you just fill me in as to where we're at right now in the build-up to it all?
Yeah, so we've done a lot of the groundwork. We're going to have an events village as such between a local park in Edinburgh, Inverleith Park, and a brand new grandstand at one of the local rugby clubs, Edinburgh Academicals. We've got the after party booked. But yeah, in terms of the groundwork, it's all kind of laid out. So from our end, we're kind of all set. We're going to have a really strong squad, both the men's and the women's. If you're in the area, come along. If you're not in the area, grab a train. If you need to get a flight, come along. This is going to be an absolutely fantastic day. What's better than playing footy in the sun with your mates, Edinburgh Castle in the background, food trucks at the side, it doesn't get better than that.
You just want to be careful you don't get done for false advertising with the whole sun thing. Let's not get too carried away on that part. Very jealous I won't be there. But before we let you go here on the Aussie Rule Show, is there a message you'd like to send out to any locals or Aussies swinging past Scotland, what they should do and how to get in touch?
Yeah, just look for the hashtag footy in Scotland and all your social media channels. Listen, come along, give it a go.
Thank you very much for your time here on the Aussie Rule Show.
Thanks for having me, Ollie. Cheers.
And whilst we're talking about the European game, we simply have to mention AFL Europe's Champions League, which took place last weekend. Teams from across Europe competed in a 9-a-side tournament in Amsterdam. Our congratulations to the Amsterdam Devils, winner in the men's final, and the Cork Vikings, triumphant in the women's. How about the Haggis Cup? That is just sensational. Thank you to David for his time there. Right, footy fans, let's take a quick break. And when we return, it is all things AFLW Grand Final from when the Crows took on the D's.